You're John Sharple, I love you. Not you, you show.
Inspector Caesar, there's been a shooting.
Caesar was the best. He had a mind that could unpick any murder.
John Sharple.
Guilty as charged, lady.
You're a good detective. You don't need fictional detectives helping you.
He's an actor, little Eva. They're all odd. We make a good team.
I'm the inspiration. You're the perspiration.
Are you calling me Sweat?
Brand new Death Valley. Next Sunday at 8:15 on BBC One and iPlayer.
The key question is, where do we begin?
Who do you want to go for?
It went up. You can't be proud of that.
Indeed, it did go up.
And you are making the choice not to do that. That's right, isn't it?
Big questions.
Isn't that the definition of political opportunism?
Unmissable moments.
Classic BBC, that. Classic. Oh, yeah.
Newsnight.
Thanks, everyone.
With Victoria Derbyshire. Weeknights at 10:30 on BBC Two and iPlayer.
Now on BBC One, Samantha Simmons brings you a roundup of news and views from across the capital in politics.
Walking with Dinosaurs starts next Sunday at 6:25 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Sunday shopping ahead as bargains are hunted in Shepton Mallet. That's here after homes transformed.
It was a fair in the end, but Austria ultimately came out on top in this year's Eurovision Song Contest Grand Final. The country's entry, JJ, won with the final vote of the show, pushing Israel, surprisingly, perhaps into second place.
It was a disappointing night, though, for the UK's entry. Remember, Monday, they finished 19th. Our arts correspondent David Silito has this report.
The grand final of Eurovision 2025 and the beginning of the familiar spectacle.
Let the Eurovision Song Contest begin!
And this year with an extra 36,000 fans watching next door in a football stadium. The day had seen a demonstration in Basel by those opposed to Israel's participation in the show. But inside, Yuval Raphael's performance passed without any significant disruption. 2 people were stopped from rushing the stage. For fans, the question was whether the hot favourite Kai and their celebration of the glories of a sauna would bring Sweden a record-breaking 8th win. But to do that, they had to beat an operatic Austria. An intense sand-strewn France. The euphoric, spectacular Finland. The UK's Remember Monday put in a flawless performance with What the Hell Just Happened. But the question was, would that turn into points? Time for the jury. And there was a douze point to celebrate.
United Kingdom! The United Kingdom, 12 points!
Austria!
But as the rest of the votes came in, it was Austria and Switzerland that took an early lead. And then it was time for the public vote. And once again, a nil-point disappointment for the UK. But the loyal UK fans were far from dispirited.
0 points.
A disappointment? No, not at all. I actually think the girls did so well, and we've done a lot better than in other years. So yeah, I'm really, really, really proud of them.
The UK girls, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed those vocals. I mean, the professionals, we wouldn't expect anything else.
It showed in the jury vote how well they'd performed. The girls did a brilliant job.
And even Sweden, the hot favourites, failed to excite the public. It was at the end down to Israel and Austria, with Austria clenching it.
178 points!
Eurovision 2026 will be heading across the Alps.
So the British fans go home proud of the performance, a little disappointed by the results. But the Austrians, well, the party starts now. You must be happy tonight.
We're so happy. It's the perfect night.
You must be happy.
Yes. Overwhelming feeling.
The extraordinary voice of male soprano JJ, the winner of the Eurovision Song Contest. David Sillito, BBC News, Basel.
Let's talk to Rob Lilly-Jones from the Eurotrip Eurovision podcast. He was watching the final live in the arena in Basel. And I think, Rob, join us from your hotel bedroom in Basel by the looks of it. And thank you for taking the time to talk to us this morning. Austria wins, the right winner?
I think so, yeah. As you say, talking to you from my hotel bedroom, because you'd be unsurprised to hear I haven't had a huge amount of sleep since the grand final finished. So it is lovely to be with you this morning. Yes, I do think Austria are the right winner, and the right winner for so many reasons. JJ is a fantastic performer. His performance was an incredible concept. It was brilliantly put together by a really high-quality team of professionals put together from people across Europe. It was a young Spanish creative who put together what we saw on stage last night. JJ himself, an incredible operatic voice that people will have heard in the performance. And next year is the 70th anniversary edition of the Eurovision Song Contest. And I think Austria will be perfect hosts for that.
So let's talk about Lauren Byrne, Holly-Ann Hull and Charlotte Steele. Remember Monday. Did really well on the jury vote, voted for by music professionals and the juries or whatever. When it came to the public vote, I mean, they did, you know, there was a good song. They sang it really well on the night. Will we ever win Eurovision again now?
Absolutely, we will win Eurovision again. We saw last night that Europe, like the United Kingdom, and this narrative about the Eurovision Song Contest in the UK and people not liking the UK, deliberately not voting for us, that's just not true. For one, you can't do that at Eurovision. You can't vote against a country. You can only vote for a country. We saw with all of the music industry professionals who voted last night, they put Remember Monday in the top 10 on the scoreboard. They were 10th after the jury votes. And the thing we have to remember with the public vote is that it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody had Remember Monday in the United Kingdom last. They just didn't necessarily have them in their top 10 when it came to voting. So maybe there are a few more eye-catching songs in terms of staging this year. I think that's one thing that maybe the BBC can take away and look at, for example, the winner, Austria. Look at how captivating and engaging that staging was, coupled with the vocals. Yes, the UK's vocals were brilliant this year and the girls performed it fantastically, but maybe there were just a few other elements missing. But will the UK win Eurovision again? Absolutely. We saw how close we came with Sam Ryder just a few years ago. It only takes one song and we can definitely do it again.
We've only got a couple of seconds, Rob. So what is the one other song that you're still going to be banging on your speakers in a year or two's time from this particular competition?
Good question, Rachel. For me, it's Germany. So not far from where I'm talking to you from here in Switzerland. It was an absolute club banger. It kind of embraced everything we know about German techno music. It was a bit of a Berlin rave on stage, and I, for one, loved it, and we'll be playing that again and again and again.
Well, no more raving for you for the next couple of days at least, Rob. We'll let you get your sleep back, and thanks very much for being with us over the past few days, guiding us through that whole process.
Indeed, and thank you for being with us this morning. Breakfast back tomorrow morning at 6. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Dear parents and kids, you are cordially invited to the wedding of the year on BBC iPlayer.
This is the best day of all my life.
It'll be a day of celebrations, big laughter, and even bigger memories.
Aunt Chilly, I need the toilet. Oh, sucks.
In a brand new, extra-long episode.
Let's get on it!
An unmissable event for the whole family. Bluey, The Sign. Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
I'm visiting 5 Nordic countries. Scandinavia.
I'm hoping to understand how they've built some of the happiest societies on the planet.
There's another side to Scandinavia.
They are preparing to defend Finland.
I think we should spend any more time there.
Need to get out.
This journey has opened my eyes to a part of the world we often overlook.
Incredible.
Scandinavia with Simon Reeve starts tonight at 9 on BBC Two and iPlayer.
Find your morning focus. Bring calm to your afternoon.
And drift off to sleep.
With music to unwind your mind. Ask your smart speaker
to play Radio 3 Unwind.
Farming stories from across Scotland, now on BBC Two in Landwood.
He's poisoning the people against me.
Welcome back to Versailles. Reputation is everything.
The whole point is to damage her.
You have many enemies.
Then we must be ready for a fight.
You're about to pull off the crime of the century. Who can we trust with a secret that could destroy France?
You can't protect me!
The new series of Marie Antoinette. Press red to watch now on BBC iPlayer.
You're John Sharple. I love you. Not you. You show.
Inspector Caesar, there's been a shooting.
Caesar was the best. He had a mind that could unpick any murder. John Sharple.
Guilty as charged, lady.
You're a good detective. You don't need fictional detectives helping you.
He's an actor, little Eva. They're all odd. We make a good team.
I'm the inspiration. You're the perspiration.
Are you calling me sweat?
Brand new Death Valley, next Sunday at 8:15 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Now on BBC Two, second helpings from Saturday Kitchen.
Good morning. From stews to ceviche and tacos to tipples, we've got a treat for every taste today. So kick back and get comfy. This is Saturday Kitchen Best Bites. Now, sadly, that's all we got time for on today's show, but don't forget you can watch plenty of Saturday Kitchen and Best Bites over on the BBC iPlayer. And if you fancy making any of today's studio dishes, you can find all the recipes on the BBC Food website. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you live next Saturday.
Grab your party. The Alpha Blocks are back.
We heard you're having a party.
For more big adventures.
Incredible.
With new words to learn.
What does that word say?
Look. Cat.
When they work together, it'll be done in a
flash.
Learning has never been this much fun.
Yes.
Brand new Alpha Blocks. Watch now on CBeebies and BBC iPlayer.
I'm visiting 5 Nordic countries.
Scandinavia.
I'm hoping to understand how they've built some of the happiest societies on the planet.
There's another side to Scandinavia.
They are preparing to defend Finland.
I think we should spend any more time there.
Need to get out.
This journey has opened my eyes to a part of the world we often overlook.
Incredible.
Scandinavia with Simon Reeve starts tonight at 9 on BBC Two and iPlayer.
Now on BBC Two, full of pride and determination. 35,000 people pounding the streets of Manchester. We're with you every step of the way.
Here's the question. What do you want the future of the BBC to look like?
That's what we're asking you.
Well, the good news is there are no wrong answers. OK, it's time to lock in your answers. Visit bbc.co.uk/rbbc Our Future, or look out for an email to tell us what you think the BBC should be offering you.
Walking with Dinosaurs starts next Sunday at 6:25 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Hello, it's 8 o'clock and you're listening to the Today programme on Radio 4 with me, Amol Rajan. The headlines today.
League champions Chelsea take on current cup holders Manchester United in the Women's FA Cup final. Live coverage here from 12:50. Now, songs of praise.